Hey, it's Scott MacFarlane. We didn't expect it today, but today ended up being a really compelling day in U.S. Capitol riot prosecutions as we saw a judge direct some really pointed questions at the prosecutors. It was sentencing day in two lower-level misdemeanor cases. One of them was Brian Stenz of Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. Stenz cut a misdemeanor plea deal with the prosecutors. He was accused of being inside the private office of Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon, an office that was absolutely trashed January 6th. Stenz, as he sought leniency today, said it wasn't him, it was the others trashing the place, but the judge made clear things were broken, people were smoking in there, cigarette butts everywhere, somebody stole a computer. Stenz asked for leniency. The judge, after hearing prosecutors out, sentenced Stenz to 14 days in jail. Prosecutors give the judges very little latitude when they cut these low-level plea deals. But before the judge, the chief judge of the D.C. federal court, issued her sentence, Beryl Howell asked the prosecutors, don't you risk fueling this narrative in some circles that January 6th was a, quote, legitimate political protest? The attorney handling the case for the Justice Department kind of deferred the question back to the agency. This was not the U.S. attorney for D.C., the lead U.S. attorney, or the nation's attorney general. The attorney handling that case deferred it back to the Justice Department. So the judge moved on to the next sentencing hearing she was handling. James Lolis of South Carolina also reached a plea deal with the feds on a misdemeanor deal, admitted putting a vulgar sticker up on the wall that said F Antifa. He asked for the leniency of the court. The judge gave him a sentence of probation and home detention, but asked that prosecutor too, don't you risk, quote, fostering confusion about January 6th with these plea deals? The prosecutor didn't have much of a response there either, referred back to what the first prosecutor said, which wasn't much. So the judge took it upon herself to say, unequivocally, January 6th was not a political protest. It was a horror. People were injured, people died, things were damaged, somebody urinated on the Capitol floor, some people brought their children. The Justice Department may have to come up with more substantive answers to that question. Judges aren't done asking.